Good day, sir. So I will discuss the Philippine Qualifications Framework. PQF or NCC Technical Working Groups or yung tinatawag nating TWGS is to pursue the implementations of the PQF. Working groups shall be established, especially in the areas of qualifications, registers, quality assurance, pathway and equivalencies, informations and guidelines and international alignment. So, pagpapatupad ng PQF. Ito ay para makapagtrabaho ang ilang individual bilang isang professional sa bansa natin. Kahit na wala silang college diploma. Makakapagtrabaho sila. Sa tulong nito is mas malaki yung tsansa na makapagtrabaho ang isang individual na kahit wala pa siyang college degree is ang puhunan lang dito is skills at karanasan. Halimbawa is ang isang magsasaka is wala siyang academic credentials, ngunit may karanasan siya sa kanyang trabaho is pwede siyang magtrabaho sa isang kumpanya basta naayon sa kanyang karanasan. Sinusuportahan din ng PQF is hindi na kumpleto ang tertiary educations. So, malaking tulong ang PQF, so, may tanong ako is, ang mga nakatapos sa pag-aaral ay may hawak na diploma. Paano kung yung hawak mo lang is experience at skills? Pwede bang magamit mo ito sa iyong career? Basically, ito ay isang proposal ng iba't ibang ahensya. Andyan yung CHED, PRC, TESDA, DOLE. May certifications ito. Itong mga ito para makapagtrabaho. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may certified ka sa NC1 qualified, NC2 qualified, so ibig sabihin nun is may malinaw na competency. So, kapag pumasok ako sa isang kumpanya at hinanap niya yung NC1 qualified whether or not, ang kinuha ko dun is whether bartending, whether cooking, ganon. Dahil NC1 qualified ako is yung competency na ine-expect sa akin is pwede kong i-execute yun. So, sa PQF kasi is meron yung formal learning. So, ibig sabihin, mag-e-enroll ka sa isang kurso o sa university. So, sa non-formal naman is, ibig sabihin, mag-a-attend ka lang sa mga lectures. Kunwari, may conventions is mag-a-attend ka. May mga short courses, pati din sa formal, at para yun ay ma-assess at mabigyan ka ng credit. So, dumako naman tayo sa TESDA. So, sa TESDA is usually nagte-training ang isang tao after training. Ina-assess nila yun at sinacertify sila kung nasa kanila na ba yung kakayahan in terms of knowledge, skills, and attitudes. So, sa TESDA, kunwari, kung nakapag-college naman yung isang applicant pero hindi niya natapos yung kurso niya sa Commissions of Higher Educations or CHED at PRC ang bahala dyan. Kahit hindi ka nakatapos ng college pero makakapagtrabaho ka ng maraming taon at nagkaroon ng sapat na kalaman at kasanayan sa isang field o discipline, maaari kang makakuha ng college diploma. Matapos ang proseso ng assessment, responsibilidad ng PRC, once na nakapasa sila, mabibigyan sila ng isang hiwalay na titled registered license and professionals. Kapag di naman nakapasa is kailangan pa nilang pang sumailalim sa TESDA training. Ang isang applicant o kumuha ulit ng unit sa college, pag gusto niyang makakuha ng diploma is pwede. Pag gusto mo lang naman. So, dumako naman tayo sa CHED. CHED, this means that students can transfer credits or qualifications earned from one educational level to another. For example, is a student who complete a 2 years TVET program can use the credit earned to pursue a bachelor degree in related field. Number 2 is develop a national system of credit transfer. So, ibig sabihin is this ensures that the credits they have already earned are recognized and can be applied towards their educational goal. For examples is a student who transfer from one university to another can have previously earned credits recognized by the new institutions. So, sa CHED is obligasyon na lang tukuyin at itakda yung standard para sa higher educations. Kabilang dito yung college at university. So, sa PRC naman is sila naman yung responsable sa pagpapatupad ng standards at regulations para sa isang licensed professional like engineering, medicina, nurse, teachers, police, architect, and etc. So, halimbawa, para maging isang licensed na architect ka is kailangan mo ng isang individual na makapagtapos mula sa isang PRC accredited na engineering program at pumasa sa board exam. Batay ito sa PQF. PRC is sila kasi yung nagbibigay ng official na pagkakilala sa qualifications na pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng license. So, yun nga, is, like for example, sa pagkakaroon ng license sa pagiging guro is mula ito sa PRC na nagpapakita dito na ang isang license na ito, license na tao or individual ay umabot sa kinakailang level of qualifications sa ilalim ng PQF para sa professions na iyon. Sila din yung nagpapatuloy ng professional na edukasyon sa pagsasanay. Like for examples, yung mga licensed professionals is kailangan nilang kumuha ng unit ng Continuing Professionals Development or yung tinatawag nating CPD. Sa pagre-renew ng kanilang license is ito yung nagpapakita ng commitment sa lifelong learning isa sa mga principle ng PQF. So, dumako naman tayo sa DepEd is DepEd, it serves as a guide for developing and implementing curricula in basic educations, kindergarten to senior high schools, aimed to preparing students for higher education. So, sila yung nagsisilbing gabay sa pagbuo at pagpapatupad ng curriculum in basic education. So, the PQF serves as a foundation for the development of basic education curricula. So, for example, the K-12 curriculum is designed to meet the qualifications levels set in the PQF. It aims to ensure that students graduated with the necessary knowledge, skills, and competencies corresponding to the qualifications levels for their chosen pathway. So, through the PQF, DepEd aims to prepare students not only for higher education, but also for the labor market. So, for example, sa seniors high schools, tracks such as academic, nandiyan yung TVL, sports, and arts, and design are designed to provide skills and qualifications required in various employment sectors. So, overall, the PQF is to guide the DepEd in curriculum development, addressing labor market needs, improving the quality of educations, promoting lifelong learning, and ensuring the international recognitions or of qualifications. Thank you.